Hello, everybody. Welcome, guys. I don't recognize that song, but I kind of like it. It's a little... I don't know. A little, I don't know what it's trance-inducing, I guess. Welcome, guys. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. A couple weeks, I feel like. Yeah, when's the last time I did a stream? I feel like it's been at least 2 weeks, right? Maybe not. Just been busy. Life. We all have one. Sometimes it's busy. Sometimes it keeps you away from these YouTube things. Yeah, I'm sitting here, hanging out. My wife is doing bedtime. I am sitting in my chair and shooting the shit with you guys, and yeah, we're gonna be watching a show tonight, and just kind of, I gotta work tomorrow, but it's gonna be a relaxing evening. I'm excited. Yeah. Woo! Alright, sorry. I was holding in a sneeze. Trying to hold it. Anyway, 8 days since my last stream. Okay. Not as long as I thought, but what really was 8 days? I feel like it's been longer than that. Anyway, welcome, guys. Super Dude Al, AE, Super Dude, Josh Gonzalez, Magneto, George, Iron Elephant, Top Ranger, Indiana Jones, Fet Man, Franz Nerdnan, Caleb, Oscar, Unknown Cars fan. Welcome, guys. Miss doing these. How you been? I miss doing streams too. I feel like I'm always in. I feel like I always say, I'm going to get back into the swing of things. And then I do like a bunch of streams in 1 week and upload a few videos. And life gets in the way. And then I have to pull back the reins a little bit on YouTube. But, you know, that's just how it goes with the HelloGreedo YouTube channel. I don't upload daily. I don't stream daily. I come on here when I can and when I feel like it. And that's a healthy way to do this shit, in my opinion. But yeah, what's up, Sapity? Good to see ya. You got a lot of guts coming here after what you pulled. Currently watching the old Mission Impossible series from the 60s and 70s. I've never seen a single episode. But I'll tell you this. My favorite Mission Impossible movie is still the first Mission Impossible movie. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because... Sorry. Yeah, the first one is still my favorite, and maybe it's because it came out when I was like, what, 10 years old? But, you know, it's it's kind of like... You know how the Fast and the Furious franchise kind of went crazy? I've only seen the first one of those, but like the first one seems so quaint and subdued to what I see coming out, you know? The Mission Impossible, the first one seems so quaint and subdued compared to like, I mean, the new ones are fun, but the first one is just more of an espionage thriller, you know? Red light, green light. I don't know. So I still like that more than the big action-packed stuff that's in the new Mission Impossibles. But I don't know. And a lot of that is probably nostalgia, and there's probably a lot of people listening to me right now saying, "You're an idiot. The new ones are great," and I agree. But there's something about that first one that I love. I don't know. Fat Man says, you see the Tales of the Empire trailer. They're finally answering what happened to Barriss after Clone Wars Season 5. Tales of the Empire? No. Tales of the Empire. This just come out? 3 days ago. So Tales of the Empire revealed. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to check this out after the stream. Nice, so they had a Tales of a Jedi and now Tales of the Empire. Interesting. I didn't watch any of Tales of the Jedi. I'm not a good Star Wars fan, man. I don't keep up with a lot of things. I don't keep up with the fandom. I don't keep up with shows. I don't keep up with much. I just keep up with what I can, and what I can is not a lot. You guys know me. These live streams are less Star Wars and more just, hey, how you doing? But, yeah, I'm going to definitely watch this trailer after the stream. Oh, golly, I'm tired. Always tired. Just got off work, so hearing you stream makes my day. Nice, man. Franz, well, relax. Enjoy a little night off of work. I don't miss, like, a regular scheduled job. I don't miss that at all. You know, I've worked 9 to 5s. And I didn't know if I would like this schedule, but I can never imagine going back to a regular 9 to 5 schedule. Ever. Yeah, 24 on, 48 off. Great. I work 24 hours. I get home at like 8 in the morning. I have that day and the next day off. 24 on, 2 days off. It's great. Anyway. Definitely got to check them out, Tails. Tails, when you have some free time. Yeah, I know. And they're really short, too. They're like 15 minutes, right? Yeah. I haven't even played any video games in the past few weeks either. Just been busy. We got our daughter's birthday party's coming up, and we're throwing her a big party. You know, family coming into town. A bunch of her school friends coming over. We rented some, you know, like big stuff that they can climb on and play on and jump around in, and but yeah, it'd be a good time. We've been just kind of gearing up for that, getting the house in order, doing a bunch of yard work, all that shit. But yeah, after the cruise you and the family had, are there any money left for anything fun come summer? Sapity. Yeah, we're kind of tight right now, but we're making it work. Me and my wife actually have a 10-year anniversary trip planned in May to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Parks. So yeah, we're gonna be out there for 8 days, like middle of May. Got all of our hotels booked. Got rental car, hikes planned. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Just me and her. Be a good time. But it's tight. Firefighter, MS. Also know Outlaws trailer dropping on Tuesday. Oh, nice. Okay. What is today? Sunday. All right. I'll keep an eye out for that. Definitely excited for that game. When that comes out, I will no doubt stream it. I don't know when it's coming out. That I don't remember. I have not seen Dune 2 yet. We're probably going to end up just waiting until it comes out. At this point, we're going to have to wait till it comes out for home viewing. I'm trying to think what the last movie that me and my wife saw in the theater was. It was Oppenheimer. Yeah, Oppenheimer. And then before that, golly, before that, what was the last movie that me and my wife saw in the theater? Was it? I think it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. You know, having a kid and then, you know, you got to figure out babysitters and all that stuff. And I don't know, I think it had been 3 or 4 years since we saw a movie together, the two of us. Hard to believe. Oh, goodness. Oscar, thank you so much for the super chat. First super chat and channel support of the stream. I greatly appreciate that. Oscar says, it's ironic to think that some of those Inquisitors were once Anakin's Jedi superiors. Now they're Vader's subordinates. Yeah, I like a lot of the Inquisitor stuff that we see in both of the Jedi games. I think I like them as an entity, if that makes sense. But yeah, that is interesting. The pupil or the lesser becoming, I guess, in charge. I guess that's what happens if you have a heavy hand and you're threatening and kind of an asshole. You can just take things over, I suppose. Yeah, it is interesting. Are there any good books that you would recommend that like focus on Inquisitors and stuff like that? I don't know if you know, Oscar, but I think that'd be an interesting kind of thing to read about in a canon book, you know. But I appreciate that, Oscar. Cheers, man. Yeah, I wonder, is there a... Let me look this up. Inquisitor Star Wars book. Rise of the Red Blade. That's a comic. Oh, wait, is that... Star Wars Inquisitor, Rise of the Red Blade. Huh. This came out in July, last July. Inquisitor, Rise of the Red Blade is an adult novel. Let's see. Plot summary. Give me less of a summary. When the Jedi Order falls, an Inquisitor rises. Padawan blah 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 has dedicated her life to traveling the galaxy alongside her master, learning the ways of the Force to become a good Jedi. Despite her dedication, peace and control have remained elusive, and with each setback she feels her fellow Jedi grow more distrustful of her. Already uncertain about her future, the Jedi Order, she faces tragedy when her master is killed and the Clone Wars engulfs the galaxy in chaos. Inquisitor, Rise of the Red Blade. I wonder if it's any good. That'd be something different that I might get into reading. It might be worth checking out. Somebody says, I honestly think this could be one of the best canon novels in years. Definitely Dawson's best Star Wars by long shot. All right. Maybe I will check this out. Let's see. All right, I'll have to look into that. Anyway. Thank Kyrell. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Thane says, Acolyte is the first Star Wars show with a significant drop in production value. Do you think we will continue to see this decline as Disney Plus keeps losing money? Is that the case? Is there a budget out? Or are we just saying that based off of the trailer? I was pretty bummed out. I wasn't all that impressed or excited with the trailer. You know, can't really judge it right off the bat because of the trailer, but I do feel like it's I don't know, man. I feel like everything kind of looks the same. I feel like everything kind of has the same tone. Everything is kind of doing the same thing over and over again. And maybe that's cynical of me, but like and I hope it's very different. I hope it blows, you know, my mind. I hope it's great, but the trailer really didn't do much for me, which is a big bummer because, you know, it's the project that I've been really looking forward to the most. I guess just because there is so much mystery behind it, and you know, it's not named Ahsoka, Boba Fett, Andor, Kenobi. Every damn show has somebody's name in the title. This is something different, you know. Maybe it's something new we're not familiar with, which is exciting. But unfortunately, the trailer didn't get me excited for it. Actually, kind of like lessened my excitement, you know. But I don't know, Thane. Like I don't really know. I don't read too deeply into the production. Until we see the show, we can't really 100% say with certainty. Like, is it going to have the production value of an Andor? I mean, that show is just... it is goddamn art, man. That show is great. And all the other shows to me don't look good, are feel claustrophobic, just feel... I don't know. Especially like Kenobi and Ahsoka, and I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it, put it into words. But yeah. Disney did state they would be cutting the budgets of Disney Plus content. Oh, interesting. They're spending more money on it than it is bringing in. Yeah. Is that the case with a lot of streaming services? I don't follow like the business at all. I'm not up and up with any of the numbers. And I honestly don't really care. Like, I barely pay attention to much at all. Even things that I'm interested in. I'm just curious, do other streaming have other streaming services figured it out, you know? Andor didn't need that big of a budget. I wouldn't be surprised if Andor is half the budget of season 1 of Mando. Yeah, I don't even know what the Andor budget was, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you can have the biggest budget thing in the world and be a boring piece of shit that is, you know, or you can have a super low budget thing that is creative and different and tries something unique, you know. A budget is not everything, right? Creativity is where it's at. Oh, this show got bigger budget than that show. Wasn't Kenobi more important? The show wasn't good. The story wasn't that great. The writing, so you're going to complain about the budget. To me, that's not the important thing you should be complaining about. You can be creative without a huge budget. You make good story without a huge budget. I don't know. Anyway, Roberto Maldonado, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Roberto says, I think animation is where Star Wars is peak. Yeah, I hear that all the time, man. I'm a big fan of the Clone Wars. I was very late to the party. I didn't watch that show until when was it? 2017, I think, is when I watched it. Is that when I watched all of them? Has it already been that long? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, 2017. So I didn't watch it until then. And I enjoyed it. But other than that show, Roberto, I have not finished an entire Star Wars animated series. That is the only Star Wars animated show I've ever started start to finish and actually watched it all. I did watch the first season of Rebels. I watched a couple episodes of Resistance. And that's really it, man. You know, unfortunately, there's some dumb block in my brain where I separate live action and animation. It's Star Wars. I understand they both tell stories in the broad story of Star Wars, and everything's all interconnected, and you would benefit as a fan watching the animation, you know, because they'll fill in gaps, and I'm sure the information will tie into other things, and it would be worth watching. But like, for me, there's this thing in my brain where I don't have the burning desire to watch an animated Star Wars show that I do a live action show. You know, I'm sure I'm missing out. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I'm assuming there's other people like that out there who have that same like Star Wars animation brain block. I don't have a burning desire to watch it, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate the rubber, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that would 100% agree with you, you know. But anyway, I appreciate that, man. George Heilman, thank you so much for the channel support as well. George says, I saw a nostalgia screening of the original 1990s Ninja Turtles and Super Mario Brothers yesterday. Glad I can finally say I've seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the big screen. Mario I hadn't seen in 25 years. Still lame fun. Yeah, it's funny. I don't remember. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen the Mario movie. I'm really trying to think if I've ever seen the Mario movie. I mean, I know what it looks like. I know what the bad guy look. I know how weird it is. I've seen so many clips, but I don't know if I've ever sat down to watch the entire the Mario movie. And if I have, it's been 30 years, you know. The Ninja Turtles movie, definitely. I used to watch it a little bit as a kid. I was more into the cartoons, though. But I've been... yeah, that'd be fun. I'm pretty damn excited for the Phantom Menace to come out again in the theater. Talking about nostalgia screenings. It comes out May 3rd, right? I need to get my ticket. Me and my wife, my daughter, we're all going to go. It'll be a good time. But, yeah... I've been feeling super nostalgic, George, lately. You never forget Bob Hoss and motorboating a big woman grab a rock necklace. Did you see the new Ninja Turtles, George? I thought it was awesome. Mutant Mayhem, I thought it was awesome. But yeah, George, I've been feeling really nostalgic too. Lately. I mean, not that you are, but like maybe this is my midlife crisis talking, but like lately I've just been watching, like I've been showing my daughter videos of 90s toy commercials, and then YouTube starts recommending a bunch of other, you know, people walking through a mall in the 90s. Why am I going to watch that? I don't know. I'm just going to put it on. And then it just starts recommending to me all this like 90s era random bullshit. I recommended a 10-minute long video of just people skating around in the 90s at a skating rink. Yeah, I'll turn that on. People walking around a mall in 1992 at Christmas time for 15 minutes. Just a bunch of B-roll from 1992 in a mall. Yeah, I'll turn that on. And I'm just sitting back like feeling nostalgic about the look of things, the simplicity of things. I don't know. It's, you know. Yeah. Anyway, George, I like the first two movies in the cartoon, Phantom Menace. I'm going to try and see it. Didn't see Mutant Mayhem, but I do want to check it out one day. I loved it, dude. I loved it. We saw it in the theater, the three of us. I thought it was so much fun. Fun music. Just a real... I thought it was great. To me, it's like the best Ninja Turtles thing ever made, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway. I appreciate that, man. Oscar Rodriguez, thank you so much. Once again, Oscar says it makes the for First Order to be simplistically evil. The Empire had to win hearts for the galaxy to submit, but they effed up. No one was falling for the First Order. Yeah, I mean, it is. I love Andor for showing us kind of the inner workings of the Empire and how those discussions were had in basically boring ass boardrooms. You know what I mean? The inner workings of this this Empire, to see where their mind's at, to see how they're going to, you know, gain control, win over the population, and a lot of and also. Oscar, you know, when you sit down and watch Star Wars originally, you know, you didn't have all that context. So you're just watching the first Star Wars movie and you're going like, oh, the evil Empire. You watch the second one, you watch the third one, and it's just all the evil Empire. It wasn't until later that you kind of saw the non-film material and see how the Empire tried to manage, tried to, I guess, do hearts and minds, try to seize control, and what methods they used, you know? So, like, the First Order kind of fits the bill of the Empire of the original trilogy. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying it's pretty comparable, and now there's going to be material that's going to fill in for the information and the, I guess, the managerial style of the First Order, you know, post film release. So, yeah, it's interesting. But anyway, I appreciate that, Oscar. Cheers, man. Mr. Vince, good to see you, man. Vince says, solar eclipse, dawn of man. It's the end of the world. Solar eclipse 2024. It's the end of the world. Oh, well, I'm a fan of yours too, Chris. Cheers. Cheers, man. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I wonder what people thought back in the day. They had to have thought that, right? Anytime, you know, a comet was in the sky or the moon was passing in front of the sun. That's how religions get started, right? Patterns and recognition and whatnot. And the moon fucking covered the sun. Hey, look, the fucking moon is covering the fucking sun. Prehistoric man yelling that. What the fuck? Before they had any idea what any of this shit was. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, it's so funny to me. Like, I work with a lot. There's some people that I know who I will just say they don't know shit about shit. And they'll see something on Facebook, and it's like an everyday occurrence. Like, what? Like, oh, such and so. I saw on Facebook that tomorrow there's going to be a solar flare that's going to knock out the entire internet. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, that could happen, but I guess. But you read it on Facebook, it's going to happen tomorrow, and is it only going to knock out the internet? Just the internet. Okay. Like, who fucking gets on Facebook, reads something like that, and goes, "Oh my god, I got to tell people about this." But that's not the worst of it. It's just like they just, I don't. Some people, I used to think that, you know, you would see something online, and you would be like, that person has to be trolling. There's no way somebody is that fucking stupid, right? They have to be trolling and just playing dumb for laughs. Nope. The older I get, I realize there are some fucking idiots out there who don't know shit about shit. And, bless their heart. Anyway. But they all have big time opinions, I'll tell you that. Dawn of Man, the Earth is flat, 2024, the Earth is flat. That shit not just the most embarrassing. It's embarrassing. That's one that I always thought was so stupid that...
Just
oh,
finished
1 sec.
watching 24S5, one of the best seasons of the show. Still got a ways to go before I finish. Thinking of what show to watch next, maybe Snowfall. Got any recommendations?
Alex Dunn, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Where did it go? There we go. Alex Dunn says, well, Jesus, Alex, thank you so much for the super generous super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. I was looking at my other monitor and I heard the robot, and then I looked over, and I appreciate that, dude. Alex says, hey, Greedo, hope you've been good. Just finished rewatching 24, season 5, one of the best seasons of the show. Still got a ways to go before I finish. Thinking of what show to watch next. Maybe Snowfall. Got any recommendations? I have never seen a single episode of 24. ever. I vividly remember my buddies, like in their dorm or in their apartment during when they were in college, like having 24 viewing parties. I had no desire to go because I never watched the show. I wasn't really into that kind of stuff, and for whatever reason, I was probably doing some other things, and I don't know, moved down to Orlando to waste a bunch of money at college for a year before I dropped out, so I never got a chance to watch any 24. Unfortunately, I remember it being a phenomenon, but what year did the first season come out? 24 season 1. Let's see. 2001. Oh, wow. Okay, that's earlier than I thought. 2001. Oh, they were... Okay, so what year would have season 5 been? In 2001, I was 16? Is that right? No. 15. I was 15 in 2001 at this time. Season 5 came out in 2006. Wow. 2006. So yeah, I just I just never got into it. I didn't really watch many shows back then either. It wasn't, I mean, I really didn't watch any shows, like yeah, strange. I never watched Lost when it first came out. I didn't really watch much anything. I just watched like reruns of Seinfeld, you know. But I don't know, Alex, what are we watching? I'm trying to think. So lately we watched the last season of Fargo, which was great. I would highly recommend that. It has shit, I can't remember his name. Guy from Mad Men. Something. I can't remember his name. Why can't I think of his name? John Hamm. It's John Hamm. And also the girl from Ted Lasso. Don't know her name. But it was good. What else are we watching right now, Alex? We're watching a show called The Gentleman. We're only done with the first episode, but we're going to continue watching that. Have you ever watched The Sopranos, Alex? We watched that like maybe a decade ago. Me and my wife decided to start it for the first time. And I loved it. It's probably my all-time favorite, like, I don't know. It's definitely in my top 5 shows of all time. So if you haven't watched that, I feel like you have watched it. Okay, of course you've watched the goddamn Sopranos. Who hasn't? We've been really slacking lately on watching stuff. We're watching The Gentleman. We watched Fargo. We finished up Ted Lasso. Finally, have you watched Severance? If you haven't watched Severance, I highly recommend that. I don't know what Snowfall is. Snowfall drama. There's a drama set against the infancy of the crack cocaine epidemic in Los Angeles and its ultimate radical impact on the culture as we know it. Interesting. Okay. Huh. I have not heard of that. I would not have guessed that it was named that, but it's a clever name. Or I mean, I guess that. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen Severance, Alex? I would highly recommend it, man. It's I love stuff like that. I will not spoil anything. Go into it completely blind. No trailers. Don't read anything about it. Just start the first episode and continue to watch. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's weird. It's mind-fucky. I love it. Another show that is kind of a darkish comedy. That's great. It's called The Great. The Great is fantastic. It's a hilarious show. Very inappropriate. It's about Catherine the Great. It has man, I cannot remember anybody's name. Let me look it up. It has Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult. It's a really good show. I would highly recommend it. It's on Hulu. It's funny. Yeah, it's worth a watch. So yeah, I would recommend Severance and The Great. Two very different shows. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it. Anyway, I appreciate that, Alex. How you doing, man? How's life? All right. Well, that's a weird song to have on this little hangout playlist. I did see season 4 of True Detective and got so many Wolverine The Long Night flashbacks. I've still only watched the first season of True Detective. We started the second season and did not finish it. Didn't like it. I've seen like one episode of the latest season just because the guys at the station had it on. But I don't know. That first season was I don't know, lightning in a bottle. It was great. I actually rewatched it not too long ago at the station. It wasn't as good as I remember it being. Like, it starts out great and then it kind of gets, I don't know. It was fine. Wayfez, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. Wayfez says, just got back from Hollywood Studios. New Star Tours stuff they added was fun. Also, how is it going with the Discord account? Cheers. What's up, man? I still can't get into Discord. I'm logged out of my phone. I was never able to log in with my new phone because my old phone screen completely blacked out. I'm not logged in on my laptop. I'm not logged in on my desktop. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't have all of my, I don't know how to explain it. I try to log in and it's asking me for, I can't remember what it was asking me for. I have to. I will try again. I'll message. Discord on Twitter is very responsive. If you message them needing help, they will respond. But maybe I'll have to do that again. I did message them a while ago. Let me see what they said. Discord. Thanks for reaching out and need technical support. Are you logged into an account on another device? If you are, you're able to the 8-digit code will be used instead of the 6-digit code. Just a heads up, you will need your password in order to view the backup codes. Alternatively, do you have these codes saved on your computer? You can try searching for blah blah blah. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to fish around and see. Actually, Wayfez, I just thought of a way that I might be able to figure it out. So I got a new computer in October, right? My old PC, I don't know if I'm still logged in on there. I should probably give that a shot. Hook that back up and see if I can get it running. Yeah, I'll do that way, Fez. I'll do that. But yeah, I'll have to do that soon. That might be the solution. But I love Star Tours, man. It's like, look, Rise of the Resistance is an amazing ride. It is revolutionary. It's incredible. It's an experience. The Millennium Falcon ride, Smuggler's Run, not for me. Not a big fan of it. Whatever. Star Tours, you mix in just fun goofiness and fun Star Wars goofiness, and the nostalgia that I have for that ride. It's a blast, man. It's just fun. It doesn't take itself too serious, It's just when you're in line, you're like just kind of shuffling through an airport, and it's just kind of, I don't know. It's goofy and funny and fun, But anyway, I appreciate that, Wayfez. Glad you had fun, man. Yeah, Star Tours rules. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. Vince, member for 55 months. Crazy. I appreciate that, dude. Vince says, got to take off. Not a big steak sauce fan, but I was given some Peter Luger old-fashioned sauce, and it is delicious. Ever put daddle on steak? Cheers. I'm sure. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I ever have. I was going to say I'm sure I have. Yeah, I'm sure I have. I haven't had daddle sauce in a long time. There's a guy at my station who makes daddle sauce. Every Christmas, he makes a giant batch of like mustardy daddle sauce. Like a mustard barbecue sauce, but with daddle pepper in it. Dude, it is so goddamn good. Let me skip this song. I need whatever. But yeah, I'm obsessed with it, and every time I finish up the jar of his daddle sauce, I'm very bummed out, and I can't wait for him to make it again. I've had it twice. But yeah, anyway, I don't mind steak sauce. I prefer like just like a, what is it called? A bolognese? Is that what it is? Is that what I'm thinking of? How do I spell that? Bolognese. Is that what I'm thinking of? Is that the word I'm thinking of? Bolognese sauce? No, that's not at all what I'm fucking thinking of. You stupid ass. What am I thinking of? There's like a buttery... let's see. What am I thinking of? I don't know. There's like a buttery, garlicky sauce that has a name. I can't think of what it is. But no, like A1, meh. Béarnaise. Thank you. There we go. Béarnaise sauce. Yes. Is a sauce made with butter, egg yolk, white wine vinegar, and herbs. It is regarded as a child of hollandaise sauce. I like hollandaise sauce too. The difference is only the flavoring. Béarnaise uses shallot, black pepper. Yeah, I like hollandaise too. So yeah, those are the only two sauces that I would like. You don't have those very often. I don't even know if they sell them in a jar. Thank you, Cisco. I appreciate that, man. Zab's daddle sauce is great. Their St. Augustine style is sweet and savory, and their original is hearty and spicy. Zab's. Have I had that? Let's see. Zab's daddle pepper hot sauce. I've never had Zab. This label doesn't look familiar whatsoever. Huh. I'll have to keep an eye on this. I'm from St. Augustine, so... which you know. Zab's original. Where can I get this? It has to be sold locally, right? I've never seen this. A-frame daddle pepper sauce is good. It's delicious, but if you're, I don't know if you've had it, George. A-frame is like a really good sauce, but from what I remember, it's not like daddle heavy forward. It's not daddle forward. From what I remember, it's a little too sweet. I mean, it's delicious. But, alright, Zabs. I'll check it out. Zabs. Original and St. Augustine style. What's the difference? Daddle pepper base, huh? A bit sweeter heat with a signature slow burn, sharp and slightly punchy pepper. Alright. Hell yeah, dude. My mouth is already watering. No joke. Just imagining a daddle sauce. I love him. Love him. Anyway. Let's see. There we go. Maven, did I say that correctly? I'm dumb. Miss you when you could upload more often. I hope you and your family are doing good, bro. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I miss it too, but you know, career, family, priorities. YouTube has never been like my main gig or whatever. It's always just kind of been something that I do for fun. And you know, in the past, I just had more time for fun. Now fun has a different definition, or the time that I have for fun is used differently than it used to be. So, you know, I hop on here when I can. I upload and make videos when I can. And, you know, but yeah, I appreciate that, man. I do miss it too. I'm very nostalgic for the early days of this channel. You know, I started this thing in 2011, and it's been a while, you know, and I've ebbed and flowed with the amount of content that I put out over the years. Sometimes I've gone months without doing anything on the channel. I've gone months where I put a lot of shit out on the channel. It ebbs and flows, and you know, as I get older, as you know, have kid, career, yeah, it's just, yeah, kind of takes a back seat, which is fine. But I do miss, you know, making fun videos and just being off the wall silly. I'd be like, I used to work from home, so you know, I had the luxury of like, yeah, I'm working and doing this. And then I would also be kind of like sneaking and making HelloGreedo videos. Yeah, I'm going to go do something. And I would go hop in front of the green screen in my detached garage, you know. I miss those days of just like carefreeness and when I could just make goofy videos. But just nostalgia. You know how it is. But anyway. Let's see. But yeah. Anyway, guys. All right, that's it from me. I'm tired. I got to work tomorrow, so you won't see me. Actually, you really won't see me much at all this entire week. You might see me on Wednesday for like a daytime stream for a few hours. But we got a lot going on this week, and then a lot going on this weekend. And my family's coming in town on Wednesday. I got family coming in town, and my daughter's birthday party, and so if you don't see me this week, that's why. If you do see me, it's only going to be on Wednesday. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys. Yeah, I appreciate everybody who super chatted and shot the shit with me this evening. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys hanging out. It was good to see you guys. It's always fun. But yeah, I always say it. Hopefully I'll have some more time to do this more often. But this week is going to be another bust where I won't be able to do anything on the channel just because of time and obligations. But that's life, right? That's right. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. All right, later, guys. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, your evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. And I'll catch you all on the flip side. See ya.